1:23 p.m. Monday's night. It was crazy today as Tesla dropped more than, let me check, more than 15%, Apple 4% down, Nvidia almost 5%, a little above 5%. It just melted down today. It was crazy. I was sitting down, I was thinking that it's gonna retest the first presented fair value gap, but it did not even come back to it. At 9:30 it opened, went down, went up just to touch the gap and take out this short-term high. Not even exactly a short-term high, like it's just a swing high. Takes it out, market climbs up, OTE, and then just keeps dropping down, a little retracement to a previous level, some order block or some OTE, and then just kept melting down like crazy. It didn't show any reversal, but it definitely showed some retracements that were in the scope of OTE. Look at that, like this swing high to swing low, and this exactly went to 75%. So these three levels I like to watch. If it breaks like 80%, I have failed the OTE, or it's just gonna continue higher, or my stop loss would be above 80%. So this range respects that level OTE, and we had a big breaker there. Then above it we had a breaker, respects 50% bodies, respecting it, reaching that fair value gap, that premium fair value gap. If we look at this range, anything above 50% is just premium. It melted in a good fashion, but I don't know why. I was looking for some buy trades. Anything above 50% is premium. So this fair value gaps forms above 50%, and of course it's premium. It touches it, melts down, then again retest that order block, just a little touch, melts down, and this retracement broke some highs there, like swing highs, but it was just OTE basically. I was thinking it's gonna continue up, but these wicks, these little push pullbacks were too big to take a trade there. Then this fair value gap gets respected just to collect some buyers here, and then again sells off. It never failed to disappoint me today, like kept selling off and off. I was looking for lunch hour retracement, but it didn't happen. Above 50%, this is the premium fair value gap. It respects that, sells off. Even that long wick, I like measuring long wicks. Not exactly to the point, but it serves the purpose. Then this bullshit in the lunch hour, again it does it usual thing after one, that's 1:23 p.m. high. I could have used it in the afternoon setting, but I was waiting for any reversal. That was the only like downfall I had today, was looking for reversal marrying to my bias. But again OTE, again above 50%, keeps melting down, and then we have a last hour retracement. That's around 3:15 to 3:45 is the last hour macro. We have a good push up here, but still there's an entry. I don't see any entry. why would I enter here? It's a very, very low probability trade. Maybe it's just an OTE. I wouldn't take it, obviously. To conclude, markets made a good sell model today. Anyone who was looking for any buys must been screwed. Like, look at here. Nothing's respecting, nothing's clean here. In 5 minutes, I was monitoring this inverse fair value gap, but these wicks were just killing it. Like, look at that. I mean, even if we had entered here, these candles would have hit my stop loss, unless my stop loss would have been below it. Still, it's really narrow view that it's gonna go up. We had no confirmation, we had no highs broken, nothing. It just kept melting down. Didn't even fill lower quadrant of the gap, and it's surprising. Actually, ICT says if the gap's bigger than 100-200 handles, it's probably not gonna get filled, and that's what we saw today. In NQ1 continuous chart, I have marked some levels because it was from September, so we had to use a continuous chart instead of that March contract. First, it came to the 50% of that weekly fair value gap. Then it melted down to the volume imbalance, eventually breaking it. Then again melted to this fair value gap here. Oh, the next one went even farther away. I don't know, I just know these levels were good targets if we had to sell off today. It touched it, give a little response there, plays on the 50%, sells off, touching the fair value gap, come back to the lower portion of the daily volume imbalance, again sells off. Well, that's it, peace, until tomorrow.